Now, this week we have had what many are describing as a reset button in the relations between Kenya and Tanzania, following that highly publicized visit to the country by Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu. Now, in a literal sense, a reset button is an actual button or switch that allows devices such as a computer to be rebooted. That just means switching the thing off and then on again, usually after installing a software update or recovering from an error. Please note the two operational phrases here: a software update and recovery from an error. I will leave the Tanzanians to grapple with their own situation, but here in Kenya, the real question is whether we have truly updated our software and whether we are really serious about recovering from the past errors. Now, if you don't know which errors I'm talking about, don't take it from me. Take it from Tanzanian businessman Rostam Aziz.
We from Tanzania have tried to come and invest in Kenya. I came in 2017. I'll give you a small story. I came here in 2017 and I met His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta at the State House. And he said to me, "Rostam, come invest in Kenya." I said, "Of course, sir. Why would I invest in South Africa or England or somewhere when I can invest in Kenya?" He says, "Please, what would you like to invest in?" I said, "Well, I think there's an opportunity in gas in Tanzania, in Kenya." He said, "Please, do it." It has taken me 3 years and I have still not got a response on my investment proposition. $130 million of an investment that I was ready to make. I met obstacle after obstacle after obstacle.
Now, I've heard the story of the obstacle after obstacle in far greater detail before. That this gentleman, Rostam, has indeed been to several government offices since he met the president. In some offices, people have demanded free shares in his company before they could allow him to set shop. Others have asked for the proverbial 10%, yet others have given him the runaround with vague demands and shifting goalposts. His cries falling on deaf ears, and your guess is as good as mine about what he tells other investors thinking of putting their money in Kenya. What about this other account from right-wing American commentator Rick Wiles?
Some of the deepest corruption I've ever encountered was in Kenya. Went there to drill wells for them. The people were, this was some years ago, a great drought. And we purchased a well drilling rig, sent it to Kenya.
And they're over there dying of thirst.
People were dying of thirst, and I'm trying to drill wells to give water to them. And I was extorted by corrupt people in Kenya.
Some of them Christians.
I had to pay, I was told I had to pay a charity tax.
Charity tax?
Well, that's not exactly how they called it, but that's what I called it, the charity tax. So you want to give away your money here in Africa, do you? Well, we'll have to tax your charity.
Mafia tax.
Yeah, and so they impounded my water drill in the port of Mombasa and wanted $80,000 cash.
That is Kenya, he said. Ladies and gentlemen, you may disagree with what the two gentlemen are saying, but that is what they think about us. What if Kenya were a person? What would he or she be? What reputation would he or she have? Would he or she be that scandalous neighbor who is always making headlines in the estate? The one everyone talks about in low tones, the one that is, no one wants to trust. Let me put it this way. In this country, the Constitution is not the problem, BBI notwithstanding. We have some brilliant laws passed in this country. We have regulations that measure up to the best in the world. The problem, my friends, is on the ground. Kwa ground, vitu ni different. And that is where this kind of reputation really comes from. And you know, the book of Proverbs in the Bible says this about reputation. A good name is better than great riches. And I see what the wise man Solomon means. Do you think Rostam Aziz and Rick Wiles do not know that this is the country of Eliud Kipchoge? Do you think they have never heard that this is the home of M-Pesa? Do you think they have never been told that Kenya is that country which has a desert, high mountains, an ocean, a freshwater lake, and the big five all within its borders? Of course they know. But who cares about sandy beaches when we can't get the basics right? I really think we are doing a disservice to the many great hard-working Kenyans who are causing waves both here and abroad. Why are we choking their hard labor with the stench of this foul reputation? So from where I sit, we can't reset the button, ladies and gentlemen, until we have updated our software. If you know what I mean. That's my angle tonight.